This video is the second part to my series, The Giant Sleep Town. In this one, we'll be going through and seeing how the town has developed from the previous video. Hey, it's Muffin. In the first part, I was able to create a general layout and do most of the farms, but in this one I wanted to actually go in depth and create boundaries and detail the vacant lands. So for this particular one, I wanted it to be a cattle farm or some kind of livestock, and I wanted the water source to be the river itself, and soon I would give them bales of hay to kind of indicate that, yeah, it is somewhere that an animal can actually live. Bales of hay are a very easy way of just deploying some kind of food source and taking up vacant land in a build. Just like how farms were able to take up so much space to kind of make the world seem busy, and I'd like to place like a windmill in that larger area. But yeah, even just by doing a couple farms, it's added so much more colour and taken up that empty space to kind of show that the people that are living here are using as much of the space for practical purposes as they can. On this side of the river, I wanted it to house the more wealthier individuals due to the close proximity to the castle. These individuals might be owners or just general wealthy people that moved here. Over here I connected the existing bridge to the existing roads, and here I add a windmill and the farm surrounding it. And one of the advantages of a windmill is that it creates a differing height from all your other builds, so it kind of provides another focal point. I felt that this region might also contribute to wine production, and so I tried to make a small honey farm as well as some orchards for trees. I used the beehives and oak trees. If you're enjoying this video, I would appreciate a like, as it does boost the algorithm. Now these rows of trees really do provide a differing type of farm and shows that there's various types of farmers living in that one area. And just adding the red adds a pop of colour as well. And trees are probably the easiest way of covering large parts of land that would just be tedious to build on. In the future, I'd like to add some kind of tank where apple may be crushed and honey might be added, and where it could be brewed. So yeah, slowly there's been progress made on this build. And of course, with all farms, you don't want birds to ruin them, and so one of the ways is to add a scarecrow. And it just adds realism to your build. Now on this other island, I repeat those same processes to kind of develop differing farms, and again, just to take up that empty land and provide colour and some type of usage by the locals. one of the major functions of this region is that for the Kingdom of Dawnfall, with it being so populous, it doesn't have its own dedicated farm. And so this region of Dawnfall functions as the kingdom's food source, or at least its primary food source other than fish. Over here I added a bakery just to show that there is use of all this wheat, converting it into bread. The differences in the heights and the use of different colours for farms, and especially wheat when it's sunrise or sunset, really adds atmosphere to the builds. And if you haven't, I'd strongly encourage that you go and check out the previous episode. In this kind of concave shape, I felt it would be such a good stage area where the local population can come and just sit on the hill and see whatever's happening on this small stage. And of course, now that there is a population, there also needs to be a marketplace. And that is what the next part of the build is about. These stilts will then hold the tarp. This process was very tedious, but also quite straightforward. And to add the tarp was similar to how I make the sails, where you start from the outsides and the peaks, and you kind of blend in the differing heights. My desire with this region of Dawnfall is for it to act as the primary food source for the kingdom and adjacent kingdoms. And with food being shipped out, or at least being sent out through caravans, I felt that when they come back, they may bring with them resources and unique trinkets from different regions, which brings trade to this area, and hence the need for a market. Having just a white cloth didn't show the age of this build, and so I wanted to change it to kind of resemble a more worn down, cheaper area. And soon what I did was that I did slow transitions from the white by first converting it all to grey, and slowly reintroducing parts of white to show highlights along the edges as well. So here's the first part, and now I go slowly around the edges, converting it into like a white edged cloth. So these are the upgrades made in this video, and again, if you hadn't seen the first video, I do encourage that you go there, check it out, so that this video makes more sense. The first video on my channel was about Dawnfall, and it will give you a greater understanding of what this world is. And if you have any other suggestions, please do drop them in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate a like, as it does help with the algorithm. And of course, if you'd like to see more, please do subscribe. And most importantly, have a good day.